What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So in today's video we're going to be putting some new wheels on the 720. Now, since my dad is out of town, I would like to surprise him since he's going to be back in a couple of days. And I figured surprising him would be, putting some nice new wheels on his truck, even though he has nice wheels on it, but to get him a fresh set of wheels and tires. Currently, these are what he has. He has some 15 by 10 center lines. Now, the reason I don't like these wheels or this wheel and tire setup is because when we first initially threw it on, we just wanted to go to a show that was going on that same day. So we went and we got some used tires that we had laying around, which are 195 50 15s. So the fronts we have some Hankook, and in the rear we have some whatever tires. So we just threw those on just to go to the meet. Now it's been a couple of weeks now, and I think this truck deserves a proper set of tires that all match, because if you guys didn't know this, the difference in the brands actually make a difference in the size of the tire. So yes, they are all 195 50s, but a Hankook might be a little wider than, let's say, the Americas that it has on the rear. And if you look at it, this Hankook is a little bit more round versus the America over there is a little more boxy. So there's nothing wrong with these, but in the meantime, we can go get new tires mounted, and while we get new tires mounted and wait for the tires to arrive and all that, he could be rolling around on a new set of tires, wheels and tires. And if he likes that one, then he can run that for, let's say a month or two. And then if he wants to come back to these, he can go back to these for a month or two. Not only that, but these things are extremely dirty. They don't look dirty, but they're super dirty, even though they look really, really cool. Man, I love this wheel. But we're going to be replacing it with these Eagle alloys. Now, I know a lot of people think you know what these are, and these are very similar to your typical 028s, but these are a little cooler in my opinion, because if you look at the face itself is about 12 inches, and the lip, instead of being a square lip, it's at an angle. So it makes it even, it gives it a very trippy look compared to these, which are the 028s, which have a step lip right here, you can see, and they have a 14-inch face. And not to mention, we have new tires, which are Acelera, which run very, very small compared to any other brand. As you can see, the wheels look extremely wide just because of the fact that the tire runs smaller. Now, initially, these wheels were going to go on my 720, but I ended up getting different wheels, which I will show in a couple of next videos. I'm currently getting them polished, so I'll show you guys those when I get them. But since I'm not going to be running these anymore, figured we'd throw them on the ST. We get a little side shot for the before. Man, that's pretty tricky. These wheels look insanely cool, but I just don't know if they're cool enough to beat these. Put it down in the comments. I want to know what you guys think. Do you like these? Let's call these the original set, since this is what you guys saw that it had on there. Or do you like the new set of wheels? That's very tough, man. I'm kind of leaning towards these, but at the same time, when I took the ST wheels off these, and this thing was lowered on the ST wheels, that was my favorite, and I wasn't really a fan of these, but then these grew on me, so maybe these will grow on me, and my dad will see. Like I said, it doesn't hurt to try them on, see if we like them. If worse comes to worse, we don't like them, then in the meantime, we can go get new tires for these, and we can throw them back on. But as you can see, the tires were already in not that good of shape, so the inside did wear out a lot faster. Not so much because of the camber, but more of the toe, because when we initially lowered it, we just did a quick toe alignment just to go to the show. So we kind of drove probably 200 miles on these tires with the bad alignment. So obviously it killed them. And not to mention, these were already bad tires since I had these on my hard body. Got the rears on. I don't know. These wheels are pretty sick. Now I'm just going to do a quick eyeball toe alignment. So you can see right now the steering wheel is straight and you can see it's toed out a little. So just eyeballing it, I'm going to do an eyeball alignment. So I'm going to toe this side in a little, and then this side I'm going to toe it in a little as well. Because that, for those of you who don't know, toe is what absolutely kills your tires. But this car is running about 10 degrees, negative 10 degrees of camber. And that's because this is a drift alignment, so I got extended lower control arms and all that for angle, since this is a drift car. But what I'm getting at is that toe is what kills your tires. You can see I have an insane amount of camber, and these tires last a fairly long time because I have a good toe. So your toe is, just imagine your toes. This would be 0, this would be toe out, this would be toe in. So obviously if they're like this, they're dragging. If they're like that, they're just dragging the whole time. Versus when they're cambered, they're not necessarily dragging, you're just riding on less of your tires. Toe will ruin your tires faster than camber will. If we get down here and we look, you can see that there is a slight bit of toe out. The way you read toe is as if you were driving the vehicle. So from driving the vehicle this way, your wheels are pointed out both ways. So we have a little bit of toe out. So what we're going to do is shorten up the tie rods to bring in the front of the wheel in, which I will be showing you guys how to adjust those. Since these trucks are a little bit different, you can see how toed out the wheel is on this side. Show you that before. You want to make sure that your steering wheel is locked, meaning locked, you take your key out and you make sure that it's centered and that it's locked. So now it can't move, it can only move that much. You come down here, and the way you adjust it is with this right here. So you loosen both of these. It's a bolt and a nut. So it's a 12 on the top, 12 on the bottom. You get 2 wrenches or whatever you want to use. Loosen these so this opens, and then you could turn this back and forth. Once you do it, you'll see. So what we want to do is, in a sense, shorten this up. So we're going to turn it whatever way it makes this pivot point go in. Right there, you can see when I turn it, this pivot point gets shorter, so it goes in, which is what we want. And we don't know how much we want. This is just a rough estimate. It's also, keep in mind, this is an eyeball alignment. This is just so it rides a little better, and we can make it to your local alignment shop or wherever you want to get your car aligned. Because if you have a brand new set of tires and you just lowered your truck, even with a little bit of toe off, like the way it was before, just driving to a tire shop would probably ruin these brand new tires. So this will get you to the tire shop a little better. Now, like I said, just because you do this doesn't mean you're set and you're ready to go. Still recommend getting a professional alignment. This is just to get you to the alignment shop without ruining your tires. I threw them on, and now she's aligned. I'm just going to go for a quick test drive to make sure that the alignment is straight and somewhat decent. There it is, guys. Now I do have the center caps. I just got to get them polished. The reason I didn't put them on is because I think they would look kind of weird being not polished and just being like a brushed aluminum look. So for the time being, I'm just going to leave them like this. I think they look better like this than with caps that aren't polished. But I'm going to get those polished and probably throw those on tomorrow. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace out, guys.